Hello everybody, this is a Lamley showcase. Haven't done an outdoor showcase in a while, but I am lost once again in Utah, up in the mountains with a lot of trees, with a little bit of snow, and one amazing view. I'm on Boulder Mountain in Utah, looking east. I think you can see maybe the LaSalle's. I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at way in the distance. Those mountains that you can see are not the LaSalle's. But anyway, Bryce Canyon is behind me, about maybe by 100 miles. And Canyonlands is down that way. Capitol Reef, you're actually looking at in the distance. But I'm here to look at this. I'm also here to showcase these. Just a quick showcase because it's about ready to come out. This came from Mattel, actually given to me back at the Hot Wheels convention, and I think it's about time, since we're moving into 2025, to do a preview of these models. Show them very quickly, we'll walk through it. But it is the first mix of Boulevard, obviously. We've got no new castings. We've done showcases on all these. I think you've seen some of them in sneak peeks. We did an entire video on this one, the Porsche 935 with Rob Chong, Rev Sect. I'll put his Instagram account there. He talked about this car being made, the history of the car, his history. It's pretty fascinating. And but we got some other cars as well. So let's just get right to it. Where are we at? We can start with Rod's model. Why not? Give it a beautiful background. This is the Porsche 935. I'll show you the back. These are the models right there. There is that if you want it. And here is the model. Porsche 935, we've seen this casting done before several times. Magnus Walker. I believe it's been in premium before. If not, it's moving to premium right now. I think we've seen it in premium. Anyway, this is Rod Chong's model. I will obviously put a link to the video that we did with him, interview from LA, where he talked about the evolution of this car. He picked it up in Sweden when he lived there. It eventually made it out to LA. It's been in several incarnations. This particular one, this kind of race service, gray, white, black, with some, I think he did a bundle with this. I think he did some sort of capsule with it as well. Maybe he'll release it once this car is in mass release. But anyway, worked with the Hot Wheels team to do this design, a very unique design for the Porsche 935. It's very much his style. It's very much like it has some racing origins to it. He talked all about that. No reason for me to rehash that here. Other than to say, this is a very unique, fantastic model, and very much in line with Boulevard, right? You got a model here that is, it's the car of a friend of Hot Wheels, right? This is the Hot Wheels universe. Boulevard reflects that, and with the work that Rod does with race service, with his contribution to the car world with Speed Hunters in the past and Robo Race and all the long history he has, and his love for racing, this is a perfect addition to Boulevard, and fantastic model. Rod deserves it, and it's a really cool model I think everybody's really into. All right, that's the first one. Let's move to 117. I'm really excited about this one because it is the launch of Delta Integrale. It did move to premium last year in a diorama set, right, in a rally racing set. Martini homage, I think is what you would say. But now we get a nice clean road version. I actually have a friend here in Salt Lake City who has a yellow version of these, and now I'm like going to push the Hot Wheels team to do one. But maybe I'll put a link to his Instagram as well, so you can go and see how beautiful his car is. But anyway, really happy to see this as a street version. Very similar to, was it the RS200 that we got the street version in Fast and Furious Premium in plain white? Now you get this plain red version. I always say the word plain. I hate that I say the word plain, but we'll just call it a street version, which I think is a stunner of a car. And I hope we do several colors. Like I said, definitely want to see yellow. Would love to see black, white for sure. I hope we get a few versions of this street car, and we'll be seeing that one. Well, hopefully we'll see others soon. But this red one for now is a great start. Love the rims on it. I think it works. I just think it's a really cool car and a very nice addition. 118. I would say, like, this is, friend of Rod, really happy with this one. Friend of Mike, really happy with this one. It's just a cool car. But as a Hot Wheels collector and as a big fan of this casting, I'm super stoked to see this white version of the 91 BMW M5. Fast and Furious, right, is where this one debuted. And I think we've seen, or so Fast and Furious in black, which is a great plain version. Then we saw, is that it? Yeah, just Fast and Furious. So this is the second version. I was thinking, because there's the 2000 something M5 as well that we've seen in M colors and then in red for Canyon Carvers. And then also it was the convention model in blue. Now we get this one in plain white. So I'm a sucker for white cars. That's well known. I think the rims, while a little modern, still work on this car because this is something, if I were to get my hands on a 91 BMW M5, I'd probably put these kind of rims on it as well. So it really works, I think. And it's plain white. It's super clean. And it's a perfect addition to the Fast and Furious black version, which I don't have here because I'm on top of a mountain. But you know what it looks like. Maybe I can find an old turntable shot, but maybe not, because maybe you don't want to see an old turntable shot of a car you're very familiar with. You just want to look at this one on the turntable, then look at it in this setting, and then, you know, get another view of this setting. I'm kind of on the edge here, not too much. It doesn't look that bad, but it might look all Euro, practically, but there's a nice Japanese addition to this mix. Toyota Land Cruiser, another one, FJ43. Not the FJ40, right? FJ43, I think, is a reference to the length of this one, but in beautiful yellow. I love this one with the black rims. Obviously, we had this one in red, Fast and Furious debut, like the BMW. Different mix though, right? But really, really cool in yellow. Love the black rims. Like I said, this yellow color matches the Matchbox FJ40 from years ago. This is about as good as it gets. I'm looking forward to lots of colors and decos for the FJ43, but I don't know if this one can be beat with the black rims and the yellow. And of course the white roof. I think that one looks really good too. So not much to say about it other than I'm so glad it's in premium. And while I've seen a few of these hanging in red from Fast and Furious, is there anyone that would complain about this as a premium? I don't think so, because it's kind of perfect. And I'm a big, big fan. And this yellow one's just awesome. All right, last one. 120. So you get all these clean versions, right? You get those middle three, the launch of the BMW and the Land Cruiser. You get Rod's fantastic Porsche, and then you get a cool vintage racing look with the Alfa Romeo GT-V6 3.0. Second time in premium. Now, I would have to figure out what this racing livery is. I know someone out there is going to be able to tell me. I know I've actually seen a car in a very similar livery in this, white with green trim, green and red trim, right? Obviously, the Clover is the big portion here. Nice to see that. We obviously had the clean versions from Car Culture, the Chase, and then the red from whatever mix that was. And can't remember offhand, but this one in its racing livery, obviously with the headlight treatments and all of the trim all and around. I think this thing is really cool, and I hope it's an appreciated model as well. I'm hard to get a sense on what people snag up and really want. Sometimes you're like, okay, this thing's going to hang, this thing's not, and then it's totally opposite. This one I think is just so cool. Is it the best of the set? I don't know, because it's a pretty fantastic set. Between the Alfa Romeo racing car, very cool like custom car, and then three very cool street versions. I'm really happy with this mix. It's a really good start for Boulevard. I know we've seen some other, we've seen some models that are coming up as well. But anyway, let's focus on these five. I think it's a fantastic set. I'm assuming it's going to be very, very popular. Obviously, it's hitting very, very soon, if not now. You guys tell me once you find it. Tell me which one's your fave. For me, I don't know. Yeah. Favorite as a friend is obviously Rod's. Great guy, great Hot Wheels guy, great car guy. As a Hot Wheels collector, it's probably the BMW. As a car guy in general, it's probably the Lancia. Yeah, who cares? You can like them all. I do. Thanks, everybody. Bye.